Room, right?
No, y'all are on.
Holy moly!
Now we are. Now we're live. Hey, everybody.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing? We're in Hyco, Texas.
Hyco.
Hyco, Texas,
I'm
Central Texas.
assuming everybody knows these guys.
Yeah, those guys over there.
Hope you know those guys.
Yeah. If you don't know who this is Jesse and Lisa with Lazy Days Ahead. And we thought we'd have them as our special guests tonight because y'all are some of our favorite people. So, hey, Jake, how's it going? I know y'all know Jake.
Let me see if I can put the comments on over here so we can see them. There we go.
Rebecca.
Hello, Rebecca.
Hi, Kaylee. Kaylee, Emily, hello. Hola.
Hi, Lindsay.
How's it going? I loved your short that you put out the other day about your truck. Oh my gosh.
Which one?
You drive it. Lindsay Scott.
Oh, okay.
She is kind of part of Dutch Creek Cabin.
Right.
She's the other half.
We got the Rambler.
Oh, hey, Scott. And there, what kind of truck does she have? What year is it?
I think it's a 65.
Chevy?
She's working on it right now.
Oh, yay. You can listen while you work. So, how has your guys' trip to Hyco been?
Well,
It started out okay.
Started good. We got 14 miles away from our destination, and my check engine light came on.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was going.
It's going. I didn't, and then it went off. I didn't hear it. Lisa heard it. And then the second time it went off, I heard it. And then the red caution engine light came on, so it was getting serious then. So
And the oil light came on.
then the oil light came on, oil pressure light came on. So I immediately pulled over, and as soon as I was pulling over, the RV kind of shuddered and then turned off.
Oh, no.
What in the world? So I went out and I checked the oil, and it seemed like it was in a good range. And cleaned the dipstick, put it back in there, checked it again. It was in a good range. So I said, well, it's got oil, or at least it does. It seems like it does. And I said, well, you know what? Let me go ahead and put some oil in this. So I had some extra oil in the RV. I put in 2 quarts, and then we waited for about 15 minutes, and then
30.
or even 30.
Yeah.
I'm not remember now.
Just to let the engine cool off.
And then I started it back up. The lights still came on, and I said, So I turned it back off. We waited another 15 minutes, turned it back on. The lights went out. Oil pressure light went out, and we let it run for like 30 minutes before we did anything, just to see if the lights would come back on. They never did. So we got back on the road, and we only had 14 more miles to go. We got back on the road, and then so today I went to a diesel mechanic shop in the nearby town, 20 miles away, and talked to the guy and asked him what the possibility or what was wrong, what he thought was wrong. He said, well, there's probably 2 things. One could be electrical, telling me that there's something wrong, and it really isn't. And the other could be that the viscosity of the oil. He says if it's not the right viscosity, because it's looking at a certain viscosity to keep maintain pressure, maybe it's 10 pounds, but it's really 9 or 8. And then when you added that new oil, it kind of brought the viscosity back up. And so I don't know what it was. So we're going to drive it around while we're here in town. We're going to drive around for a little bit and see if the lights come back on and see if we get any more problems. But it's holding oil. It's not leaking anywhere. So we don't know what happened. Maybe when I had the oil change in January, they thought they had 17 quarts, but it was really only 15 or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
And I don't know. I think maybe just because it's sitting. It was sitting in storage for 2 months. And it's just now starting to get hot and everything.
Yeah, and it wasn't mixed or something.
Yeah.
We don't know.
A bunch of gunk.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've done mechanics. So mechanic work, it's been 35, 30, 40 years since I was a mechanic. So I've forgotten a whole lot.
We're currently playing mechanic
Yeah.
and construction worker.
I seen that. I love that little tour you gave us of the scrapyard, junkyard, whatever you want to call it. Your uncles or your cousins. I can't remember which one it was, but
We
that
have
was fascinating.
we have all kinds of stuff recorded about that build, and we just haven't had time to edit it and put it out.
He's got a lot of amazing stuff in there that I haven't went through it all yet. But
Yeah, I think it was a white Isuzu. Wasn't it an Isuzu in there? A white one?
oh, cabo for
Yes.
Suzu, yeah.
I thought that was in mint condition to me.
It was not, but I was actually going to try to deal him out of it. I think I said on that video that was something I was looking at, seriously looking at. But the next day, my uncle called me and had me come down to his record service. The police called them on a stolen recovery.
Oh
So-
no!
This pickup had been missing for 7 years, and the insurance company had already paid off on it and everything. So it's a 2014 four-wheel drive dually with 56,000 miles on it.
Chevy Silverado.
Chevy Silverado with 56,000 miles on it. And so we wound up dealing him out of it instead of the Isuzu.
But it's a barter thing because we don't have any money.
Oh yeah, I mean, you have to do that. You have to barter. You have to. I don't want to say steal, but you have to see if you can get good deals wherever
Yeah.
you can.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I picked it up, a 2014 dually. It's got like a $30,000 loan value on it, and I give you $5,000 for it. Or well,
Deal.
I say I give him $5,000. I'm having to work it off. We're putting a motor in one of his pickups right now, and number of things like that. But
But yeah, you're in trade. You're going to do whatever it takes
Right.
to get it paid off. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, we'll go weld some fence and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And whatever, until it's paid off. So we've worked it off. And you're right, Jake, it is treasure.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to California.
Well, hello, Chuck and Belinda. I think it's Chuck this time. Yesterday was Belinda.
Hi, Jesus is Lord. How are you?
I got
Hunter, this is the last video you guys will see Hunter in until probably August.
Really?
probably wintertime.
Yep. Hey, Cora. We got your donation for the freeze dryer, and we're gonna put your tickets in the thing, Cora. Jennifer, we got yours too. Wasn't it her?
So Wiley, before we leave tonight, you're going to need to text me your address so I know where to go to pick up my cedar chest.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Wait a minute. I don't remember filling out any tickets for you yet.
Yeah, I asked Lisa, did you send her any money for the tickets? Oh, you're going to do it. I'm going to do it. I just keep forgetting.
Tuesday, you'll have them
don't-
Tuesday.
Yeah, don't get rid of it until you get my tickets.
Hi,
No.
12 Jones Ranch. So anybody in here that doesn't need or doesn't know Jesse and Lisa, these are our great friends at Lazy Days Ahead.
From Houston, Texas.
Scott, they're $5 each. You get $20 or 5 tickets for $20, and if you spend over $50, they're $2 each. Yes. So Jesse, tell them about your channel.
So Lazy Days Ahead is our channel name, and the way we came up with that name was because we started the YouTube channel because of pressure from Creekside Maples. So we decided, okay, well, why not? Let's start a channel. What the heck? I was moderating this, and finally we decided to do it. And we were just fixing to retire, so I said, well, what are we going to do? Well, after retirement, it's going to be Lazy Days Ahead for us, and that just stuck. And
Simply Jan, they just shouted. Love
Yeah.
rate.
Love Ray.
Love Ray with Jan. All right. So that's how our name came about. And we said, well, what are we going to do? Well, we were thinking about getting an RV. So we bought the RV, and we've been traveling and trying to do it. We can't do as much traveling as we'd like to because of the fuel prices. I don't know if you know this, but
Oh my
diesel appears like $5.20, between $5.05 and $5.29
Yeah.
per gallon. So it's pretty expensive. This may be the last trip we make for
Yeah.
a while.
For a little while.
So it cut her off, or she cut herself off a while ago. The kids are going Hunter, and Lily, the littlest one, are all going to California for the summer. And that's
Wow.
like, I hope gas prices go down just a little bit before we have to go get them. Because I don't know if we're going to be able to afford to go get them.
So you said,
Yeah.
did I hear Craig? You say California?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, so it's probably going to be about $9 a gallon over there.
Well, at Christmas time, we paid $5.15, I think, for diesel.
$5.15 in California,
That was at
that was at
Christmas
Christmas time.
Wow, that was before it really went up.
Just
Yeah,
for
and it's been,
gas there, my dad says it's between $6 and $7 a gallon where he lives right now.
Right.
for regular gas. We were talking about diesel. We were paying $5.15 for diesel in December.
Hello,
Right.
W is required.
Yes, hello, and
Hello, Brenda. Hello, Brenda.
Christy, I think we missed her too.
Homestead, where you are. I always want to say, where are you?
569. So I'm assuming
Janet?
they're in California right now.
569. Wow.
Jennifer Ainger said, stock up cans of gas to take with you.
Yeah, that or a siphon.
Redneck credit card or
Yeah.
I don't know, some kind of credit
Yes.
card.
Yeah. It's not stealing. You're just borrowing.
Borrow. Yeah.
Right.
No.
It's not just gas.
Do not do that, kids. Do not do that. Disclaimer.
Yeah, exactly. Everything else has gone up too. Like I
Well,
can't
no.
anything that has where the price hasn't just crazy.
And every,
I was saying the other day, the only thing that I have noticed that has not gone up is like Little Debbie snack cakes.
Yeah.
Which is, junk.
so what we've noticed is anything that has to be refrigerated gone way up. Eggs, milk, cheese, anything that has to be refrigerated or frozen has
Right.
gone way up.
Right.
Because there's no other way to get them but through trucks, right?
Right.
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 That's the only. I mean, so we're gonna be paying $10 a gallon for milk unless I need to go find me a goat. Maybe I borrow one from
No, I
Gathered Together Homestead.
Homer at Micro Farmer and Jamie, hello. She said it was 4:29 yesterday and was 4:09 in the evening. They're in Arkansas.
So I can't remember if you're talking about needing to go get you a goat. I can't remember if you guys was on there the other day whenever we come home and one of our goats was in labor.
I started to watch it, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I can't watch that kind of stuff. I get all cringy. I said, I can't watch it.
Got
I
it.
saw it. I watched
She
it.
watched it. I turned away. I couldn't do it. I said, but I
We
heard.
Her and I both was really excited because that means we have a goat to milk because we have a goat in milk because she had a baby, but we wound up losing her.
Yeah.
We wound up losing mama.
When Jen turned the camera, and all I saw was that ball come out, I said, I can't handle it. No, I had to leave. I said, no. I don't like
She's a
anything.
wimp.
I'm a wimp when it comes to medical stuff.
Yeah.
Now we have her orphan living in the house with us.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
But-
My child.
You lost the mother?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
oh, you see, that's why I don't like watching that kind of stuff.
She
Where's the baby doing okay?
yeah, she's doing
baby's
fine.
really
But
good.
we're having a bottle feeder.
Okay.
Now, what do you feed baby goats whose mothers? You milk from another baby goat? I mean, another mother goat?
We were gonna do that because we had another goat that had a baby about a month ago, but she's a boar goat, so she's not giving out enough milk. I mean, when I milk her, it was like a couple tablespoons.
So are you buying baby formula?
Yeah, well, goat milk formula.
It's a milk replacer. It's a goat milk replacer. It's specifically for goats. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Lambs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but milk has gone way up, so I can just imagine we'd be paying $10 a gallon here pretty soon.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, yeah.
We're really hoping that our cow gets pregnant soon.
But your cow's not a dairy cow, is it?
Yes. Well, she's a Hereford.
But what I'm saying, are you using it for a dairy cow?
She's gonna be a dairy
She's
cow.
going to
yeah.
be as soon as she gets
Okay.
pregnant and starts producing milk. That's where we're going to keep milking her. But
Okay. She has a baby, she will. Right.
Southern Roots, how are you? Sorry if we've missed anybody.
Hey, Charles. and Byron from 12 Stones Ranch. Trying to remember all these names, boy.
I know.
When you mod for 100 channels, it's hard to remember all these names.
Yeah.
I don't know how some of you guys do it.
Bye,
I know.
Q. Thank you for coming.
I know you guys are in and out of all these channels, you know, and I don't know how you guys do it. And these guys that have, you know, 5, 6, you know, 5, 10, 15,000 followers,
Oh
and
my
you know,
God.
I just know.
I can't.
Yeah, that's
A little overwhelming.
yeah. That's why I have to put my track shoes on when I mod for somebody like Leanne.
I can't do that.
You got to be ready to run for her.
Yeah.
We haven't been real active on YouTube because it's just we put too much on our plate.
Well, it's weird. Everything seems to come up at one time, you know. So, you know, I have my uncle wanting me to put this motor and transmission in his pickup. So we're over there working on that. And then our guy that we do the remodeling for called us, and he's got a house he wants remodeled. So it's kind of everything just bam all at once, and we don't have time for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it does take a little bit extra time to stop and think. Well, I probably should I record this or not?
Right.
I should record this, but
Worth recording.
I've noticed you haven't even had time to do any lathe work or any woodworking lately.
No.
No, not at all.
Nope. Have not.
I'm still waiting for you to turn that watermelon. I want to see how that one comes out.
I'm waiting to get one.
We're waiting.
It'll be here.
If one goes on sale, we'll do it. We haven't even gotten our garden all the way in yet.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Well, but I know you had that dam break, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That too.
Haven't
Okay.
even got to start fixing it
That
yet.
didn't help things.
Lola. Oh, that's probably the Amazon.
Oh, is
driver.
it Amazon? Go out there and see.
It's a white van is coming to kidnap us. Damn son. Somebody's trying to kidnap us. Hey. It's never quiet around here.
I can imagine.
We might get a little bit of peace and quiet over the summer.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like you said, when they go to California.
Yeah, but when they're home, if you notice it's too quiet, you need to go. Let's find out what's going on.
Yeah, you need to investigate.
It's
Absolutely.
like, I hear the crickets. What's going on here?
So you're just gonna have the two oldest with you?
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
And that's when you can build that slingshot.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. It is Amazon.
Oh, yep. Sure was. Just come set it over here on the table, Michael. Okay. It was somebody drove their own vehicle. Christy, you better take that dog out. She got an 80-pound dog.
Oh,
barking at
wow.
her to go
No
out.
kidding.
Wow, it's a big dog.
Wow.
So we're doing this job to remodel this house, and whoever started it,
Hi, Skip.
hey Skip, whoever started it, I don't know what they were doing, but they put like mud all over the ceiling, but it wasn't textured. It was like I don't know.
They got very carried away with their,
Oh, they just went.
Were they trying to level out the ceiling? Maybe it was some
but they got extremely carried away, and it's super, super rough.
right.
We went and bought some of them little hand sanders on a pole, you know, and this is about a 2,000 square foot house. Well, after the first room, we was like, So this is an electric sander on a pole to do the ceiling with.
Does it have a vacuum attachment?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you'd
Oh,
want
I was
that.
gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, because sanding down the walls wasn't so bad.
But the ceiling is rough.
Ceiling, our shoulders and like our neck and our arms hurt.
What do you use the little leg extensions?
No,
No.
we have like
It goes up and down and up and down and up and down.
Yeah,
No, it's sandpaper.
them leg extensions work really good. It just takes a little to get used to them, you know. The stilts, you know, the stilts at the tape well, painters too, but many of the guys who do the taping and floating, they use those stilts,
right.
and that way you can walk around as fast as you want to, but it just takes time to get used to them.
I'd fall on my face.
Anyway,
Yeah.
thank you guys
Brenda's
for the shirt.
Oh, Brenda, we're not at home.
Yeah, we're not home. We're out on the road, Brenda.
He doesn't have
We're-
his.
We're in Hyco, Texas.
He doesn't have his 3 monitors on the table.
Yeah, I don't have all my get up here. We're using our laptop for the live stream here.
Yeah, Homer, that's exactly what they done. They took all the guy that come in and started this remodel took all the popcorn off the ceiling, and whenever he was doing that, he ripped little tears all in that sheetrock on the top, and then I guess he tried to go back and fill all them holes back in, but he just left it so rough, it's ridiculous.
You can tell he didn't clean his trowel as often as he should have.
Yeah. So what do you guys charged with having to do? What job did you bid? Are you doing just cleaning it up, or are you doing something else?
We're straightening everything up, and we're texturing all the walls and the ceilings.
There's a lot of taping and stuff that we need to do.
And then we'll be painting.
Right.
We'll be finished painting everything.
Right.
And we bid it way too well. And we bid it way too cheap.
We're not trying to get rich. We just need to make sure the bills are paid. So.
Well, I mean, but work is work, right? I mean,
Yeah,
there's
right.
going to be jobs where you overbid and somewhere you underbid, but you know it all evens out in the wash.
This guy has treated us really good so far.
But look at it like this: you may have underbid, but it may get you three more,
Exactly right.
referrals. Hey, man, these guys did a great job for me, and they call you. And,
we're not losing money on it by
Well,
any means.
he's supplying all material, everything. It's just labor. And
okay, that's even better.
it gives us the opportunity to stock up on extra tools like this right here out of our pocket, but then, the next job, we're going to be even more ready.
12 Stones Ranch wants to know if you come to Dallas, they'd love to have dinner with you.
Well, so we have a brother-in-law. Her brother lives in Dallas. Actually, lives in Allen, Texas, which is a little bit north of Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, when we come up that way, we'll give you a holler, Byron, and see if we can hook up somewhere. Yeah, I'd love to have a coffee or dinner or something with you guys. He's a new channel. If you guys haven't checked him out, what I love about his channel is he's just starting, and his editing is way better than mine. That boy knows how to edit his videos. He's good.
Well, maybe we can learn a thing.
We need to hook up with him and learn something.
Me too. Yeah, man, have to stop. You need to show me how to do some editing. But he's doing real good. Check out his channel, 12 Stones Ranch. Now, why he calls it 12 Stone Ranch? I guess you'll need to get him on your live one day, to interview him, and find out.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
There's got to be something around that 12 Stones. You don't just call your ranch 12 Stones for nothing.
Yeah. Right.
There's got to be a meaning.
Coming on sometime. Our open home said that they have one room left with popcorn ceiling.
Yeah, I see that.
Can't believe that stuff was popular at one time. Micro Farmer said he repaired one arm 2 years ago and tore up the left one this year.
Ow.
What's wrong with my mouse? I don't know, I broke it. Something happened.
Yep. So what's going to be y'all's next Wednesday's meal?
Well,
Actually, today,
yeah.
we got a call from, there's a lady who has been coming to help us the last several weeks. Her name's Sarah. And she had gone to the local food bank, and they were like, we got these giant cuts of pork in here that we can't do anything with. I mean, it's too much to give to a family. Like, it's you can't cook it without cutting it up. And not everybody has the tools to cut up a large piece of meat. And so she was like, I can't use it, but Jim and Wiley can. And so they ended up giving it to us, and it's like these 2 big packages. I mean, we'll probably be able to make 2 meals out of it.
2 or 3.
2 or 3 meals out of it. And it's
good.
I don't know. We think it's like giant pork loins or something. Hey, TV 141.
Food is food.
Yeah.
Right.
So we don't know. It'll be something with pork again. We try to alternate it so they don't get tired of it, because at home, like, we get tired of eating chicken all the time or pork all the time or whatever. But at this rate, like, the cost of food is going up so much.
And we had actually just discussed this the last couple of days. Is with the cost of food going up the way it is, we have been waiting for on Wednesday. Wednesday morning is whenever our local grocery stores put their sales,
Hey,
their
Grace
sales
and
start.
Fire.
So the last 2 weeks, there ain't nothing going on sale that we can use there, and it's even what does go on sale is still $5 a pound for steak. Well, that's not doing us any good.
Yeah.
So we've been talking about it and kind of praying about it, that trying to figure out how we're going to continue doing what we're doing, and with everything going the way it is, and then all of a sudden we get this call today, and I would bet that's a good 100 pounds of pork we got today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do pulled pork sandwiches? Or?
Well, but I mean, I noticed you always do a full course meal. I mean, they get something like a meat, a vegetable, and maybe a starch or a bread or something. Yeah, you always give a pretty good deal. Does it always have to be that way? Can't you just have like a chili day?
Well,
I mean, I know those are better in the wintertime, but I mean, chili day or a soup day,
Right.
or I mean, I would even think maybe somebody wants a PBJ.
Yeah.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah,
It doesn't always have to be a 3-course meal. I don't think so. I mean, a meal's a meal, right?
Other than I mean, the PBJ thing. I mean, we try to stay away from that kind of processed, sugary, that kind of stuff. But
we could do. We've done a pot of beans before. We've done chili.
we just done chili a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, casseroles.
I mean, chili and rice. Chili and you could do an Asian style chili and rice. You could do a Mexican style chili and rice. You could do. There's a bunch of different Cajun style red beans and rice.
Right. Yeah. And that's stuff that we don't cook often. So those are new recipes that we have to try. And actually, while Lily and Hunter are in California, because they're kind of picky eaters, we've decided that we're going to explore more foreign kind of foods. And I don't know what's happening. We're going to get a map of the world. Get them at the dollar store for $1. We're going to get a dart and throw it at the map. And wherever it lands, we're going to be like, oh, we're having Chinese food tonight. Or we're having from this country. We'll Google recipes and come up with it. Maybe we can find somewhere.
Yeah, but knowing your luck, Jen, you'll probably throw it and it'll land on Antarctica.
Yeah.
We're going to find the penguin.
Yeah.
I guess we're only eating ice.
Yeah.
Skip said he's afraid he's going to have to take out a second mortgage on the house to buy gas to go buy groceries.
I believe it.
And it scares me even more because we don't have our garden all the way in yet.
Yeah.
Like, we still have a lot.
We have a lot going, but it's not
Enough to make a big difference.
Yeah.
There won't be enough to store.
Right.
Microfarmer said now they want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
So they just maybe want to.
Other than we have been finding random tomato plants
all over the place
out here.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's the animals that and it's just wherever they dropped it, it's growing.
Well, it's the animal, the birds, or somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
The garden is 22 by 54.
Well, ours is about 100 by 100.
Wow.
Now, did you till yours with your tractor, or are you doing this all by hand?
Yeah, I tilled it. Well, this year, because our dirt is so poor, this year we tilled a bunch of stuff in over since last year. We've been adding things and tilling it, and adding things and tilling it. And so I went in and scooped it all out and put it in a big pile, and then started building raised beds for her because she's going to have back surgery here pretty soon. So I started building raised beds, and we've only got about a third of the raised beds done so far.
But the ones that are built have stuff growing in them. And we have all kinds of fruit trees, but they won't produce for another couple of years probably.
Skip says he wants a PBJ,
Yeah.
but he's out of Miss Lisa's jelly.
And it's
Now see, those are homemade jellies, so those aren't processed.
Hi, my granny's garden.
we what kind of jelly do you make, Lisa?
Well, probably any kind. I've made guava, strawberry, mango, pear, which didn't come out very well. The flavor was good, but it came out more like a syrup because, I misread the pectin,
The the amount
the dosage.
the
Yeah, the
dosage.
dosage.
the amount of
So it came out more like syrup, but it still tasted good. And then
ice cream topping.
a few days ago, I made some papaya. So and they're all good. So
She's been
I'm
doing
gonna.
really good. The
Yeah.
strawberry margarita was
Jen made last year or the year before last?
The last couple of years.
Last
we've made
couple of
different
years,
kinds.
she's made some
Red bud.
jelly, some dandelion jelly,
Like,
honey
The one
jelly.
I want her to make is muscadine jelly. I love the
I love
muscadine.
to try it. Yeah.
We got to get Chuck to send me some muscadine so we can make some jelly from muscadine.
So I love muscadine wine, so muscadine jelly ought to be just as good.
It ought to be, yeah. But
Yeah.
we got somebody in Dayton, Texas that makes it. So when we go to the thrift store, there's a couple
Antique
of
shop,
antique
right,
shops
yeah.
we go to. They sell it over there, so I have to get it when I go over there. But that muscadine jelly is excellent. I love it.
I've never tried it, but I bet it is good.
Yes, it's really good. Hey, so you guys just went to McAllister, Texas, to MT Homestead.
Well, it was
Uh,
all
Texas, Oklahoma,
I mean, did I say what did I say?
Texas.
McAllister, Oklahoma. But and I don't want to spoil anything because maybe you guys got a video. But how was your trip?
It was good. It was good, and we did take some video, but like I don't think it's enough to like put out. It was.
Did you come back home with any wood?
Yes, yes, we did.
Yep. And we got Terry made
the best chicken
the
enchiladas ever.
best chicken enchiladas while we was there. Oh my!
Did she make fresh tortillas with that tortilla maker?
No, she said she didn't want to have to experiment on us and make us wait that.
Oh.
But I did ask her. I did check it out, and I was playing with it, and I was like, "Man, this
So
thing."
she does have a heart.
Yes, yes.
Well, that's good. As long as y'all had a good time and you did get some wood out of it, because I know you had some trees you wanted to get moved or chopped down.
One tree that he was wanting moved that is right in between their power line and the neighbor's fence, and it would be a very tight shot to get it laid in between them. So we decided not to do that yet until he talked to the neighbor just to
I
get
got
a feeling of what he think, how he feels about it. So.
But wasn't there one that was subject to falling over on her on Terry's car?
Now
When y'all had all those winds or something?
Oh yes, that's
Yeah.
that big. What
There's
was
a
that?
huge one,
Ash.
in the
Yeah.
middle, and that one was too big for us to get while we was down there, but we are going back to get in.
Oh, so you didn't even cut it down?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it's going to be fine. It's not going anywhere. But the one that we did get was one that got pretty damaged, and I don't think it would have stayed up very much longer.
I got you.
What is
Yeah.
Schwartz and
I know. I was looking at that Schwarzenbaron,
yeah, Schwartz and Baron jelly
Grace and Fire.
Where's the fire?
right here.
Schwarzenbaron.
Yeah.
I have to explain.
Schwarzenbaron. Oh, you know what
Yeah.
that is? It's beer with shorts on.
Yeah.
Short beer jelly.
Sam says he's laying low and plinking trolls. Well, thanks, Sam. Appreciate it. My strawberries are overrunning a quarter of my garden. I love when my food reproduces out of control. Yes.
We had them in our old garden, and that's the way they was. We dug a whole bunch of them up and put them in some of our raised beds back there in here. So
Yeah, did you see where Grayson Fire said that it's from Baker Creek?
You
No.
got the seeds from
Ah,
Baker Creek.
It's from Baker Creek.
The short beer seeds came from Baker Creek.
and
Wow.
they originally came from Germany. Huh.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to look it
We're
up.
going to have to look into that.
Yeah.
That's where
That's
the Schwartz.
heard that
That's where
before.
the Schwartz.
That's where the Schwartz comes from, and the beer.
Germany.
Right?
Hey,
Yeah, so,
how are you?
so that's where we met. We met in Germany.
The little blackberries similar to blueberries. Oh, neat.
Nice.
That's where my step grandmother was from. My grandfather met her over there during the war. And that's,
Yeah, I was in the service, and I was stationed with her brother. We worked together, and her brother was marrying a German national, and Lisa and her mom and dad flew over to Germany for the wedding. And after the wedding is when I met her. Uh, it was on a Saturday. They were out there coming to see Mark because they were going to go to this German, like a flea market or fiesta or whatever it was.
I can't remember what
Yes,
they're called.
yeah, we can't remember what they call, but it's like a
Not a carnival, but
like an Oktoberfest almost deal.
yes, something like that.
And they needed some money, so they came to see Mark, and they went to that, and that's when I met Lisa. And Lisa was supposed to be there 2 weeks. She stayed 7 months.
wow.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
that
couldn't-
was
I
a
couldn't-
neat experience.
I couldn't keep her away.
Yeah.
I even called the MPs one time, and they couldn't keep her away. No, but
Hi, Irene.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like the Schwarzberry. Hey, are a type of blackberries.
Schwarzenberries.
yeah, I'm gonna look into that Schwarzenberry
On Baker Creek.
Schwarzenberry beer, something Schwarzenberry beer.
What else? Whoops.
They kind of look like a hybrid between a blueberry, but they say it's a blackberry. I don't know.
Huh.
Eat only when they're fully ripe.
I know I was out in the yard last night, wasn't it? Checking fence for the cows because our electric fence wasn't putting any power off, so I couldn't figure out what was going on. But I got up in the corner of the pasture up there, and we have some blackberry bushes up there that they're not very tall. I cut them down last year with lawnmower. They're not very tall, but you can't even see the leaves. There's so many blackberries on them already.
It's going to be a really good year for berries. We're going to have to pick them and freeze them and wait till we get our freeze dryer. And then we'll freeze
Well,
them.
yeah, if you don't freeze them, if you don't freeze dry them, at least freeze them, and you can always make jams and jellies and
Yeah.
preserves and marmalades. She made this mango marmalade that's out of this world. And I don't know if you saw our produce market video, but we got the farmers market video. They got fruit out the wazoo there, mangoes especially. And she made that mango marmalade, and it was a hit.
That was one of my favorites. Other than the strawberry, those two were my favorite.
Yeah. We have access to all that.
Down by our pond on the back side of our property, we had a honey hole of honeysuckle. I mean, there was more of it down there than we could ever use. And she decided to make the cow's pen bigger, so we have no honeysuckle left. The cows eat every bit of it.
Oh.
What about dandelion?
It's funny because we hardly have any dandelions at all.
None of them grow here.
Really?
All town, they're all over, but they don't grow here on our place.
Like, I even bought seeds, and I have planted some dandelions, and I still don't have dandelions.
Huh.
Yeah, we might find rare, random ones somewhere growing, but it's usually like on the far back or the far front where the animals don't go.
And it's only one.
Yeah.
It's only one.
We were wanting to get some too because Lisa wanted to make some
Dandelion
jelly.
Yeah. But we were too
Too
late.
late. I guess we're too late.
I loved it.
Well, Brenda, what you do is you pick a whole bunch of your honeysuckles, and then you turn them into a tea. You steep them in hot water and turn them into a tea, and then you make it like regular jelly. You add the sugar, and then you add the pectin and maybe some lemon juice, I think. and it'll turn into jelly. And man, it's good, isn't it?
Well, Brenda, if you send us the dandelions, we'll make you some jelly.
It is absolutely awesome.
Yeah, Texas gets so hot, it's hard to. You got to get them just. It's like the blue bonnets. Blue bonnets, they're here 1 month and then they're gone.
They're gone. That's the way they are.
You have to
Yeah.
catch it right at the right time.
That's the way they are here. I think it's about a month, maybe a month and a half or so.
Yeah.
Dandelions, the honeysuckle, the red buds. You got to get them right there in that little timeline, or you ain't gonna get it.
Yeah. The microphone says that wondering if you're still selling your comfrey.
Yes, I am.
Just the flower tops, Brenda.
Yeah, just the flower tops.
Yeah, the little yellow flower. That's what you need.
And yeah, to make dandelion jelly, but you have to pick the green stuff off of it, which is a huge pain in the butt.
Right.
But you can also use the dandelion greens, so salad greens.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're supposed to be more. I can't remember what vitamin it was, but there's dandelion. I've seen dandelion tincture for sale before, and it's supposed to help reduce blood pressure. It's supposed to be really good for your heart.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I didn't know that.
I've not.
See, that's one thing about homesteading. They figured things out, and you learn a lot from homesteading.
Yeah. So, Randy, yes, I'm still selling the comfrey staff, but we haven't reopened our Etsy store because we don't have a lot to put on it, and we were selling quite a few wood slabs, but it was really costing us too much on Etsy.
Yeah, the fees and everything associated with Etsy are crazy. So we really just kind of put it on vacation mode on the store. But if you need some, give us just email us or just get a
Leave
hold
a
of us one
comment.
way or the other.
We've
Yeah.
already got your address.
Brenda, if I can answer Brenda, I don't know if you have a free vacuum packer. If you have a vacuum pack sealer, then that would probably be the best way to send it. But if not, if you could just put it in a Ziploc bag, and get all the air out of it as best you can, and then ship it that way.
Yeah, that should work as long as it doesn't take too long to get there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't wet them. Don't make them any more wet than what they are, because then you run the risk of mold.
I know that when I put dandelions in a bag at his mom's house and then brought them home,
They close up.
they close up real tight, and the bag will have like condensation on the inside of it. The flowers were warm or something. I don't even know. But it was awful mess.
Yeah.
But it was really delicious.
Sam, I don't even care about it. I'm going to block your channel if I have to watch that video.
About Southern Blackberry Cobbler. JB also said warm blackberry cobbler with vanilla ice cream.
Oh,
on
yeah.
top.
Oh, yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, that pear jam she made came out like
Syrup.
like a syrup, so it's excellent for ice cream
Oh, I bet
Or even pancakes.
or even pancakes.
Yeah.
pancakes. Yeah, I bet.
And then I got me some maple syrup from Canada that Rambling sent me, Scotty, and boy, that stuff is amazing.
Yeah.
When you try that compared to store bought or even your other AJ, it just is not the same.
Not even comparable, I think.
Don't even compare. No.
So Sam, are you saying that you can't harvest any ginseng this year?
Yes,
Why?
Brenda.
Yeah, Brenda, that's probably a good idea to
Yeah.
wrap it in paper towels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But vacuum
can
pack
try,
if you can.
yeah.
If you don't have a way of vacuum pack it, then.
Yeah. We'll see how they. Yeah.
So what's JB talking about? Good idea, Sam. Oh, talking about Sam. Okay.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
wants a sample of his blackberry cobbler or pie or whatever delicious thing that he's making.
I still haven't got her to make me any kind of a good cobbler.
Hey, so what are you working on now? What's your next woodworking project? I know you've been doing some lathe work, and then you made obviously you made my cedar chest.
I have so much that I need to do that I don't even know what I'm doing next. Because
Aren't you working on one for Sam?
not yet.
Yeah, military.
I still haven't got the email from him yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So,
Well, if he doesn't want to send you one, then I'm gonna have to send you mine. I was Army.
Oh, nice.
okay. Yeah.
Well, if you win the cedar chest, we'll customize it.
Yeah.
If I say that, I rarely check my email because I don't think about it. So if he emailed it to my email address, I may have just missed it.
Yeah. No, I'm just funning you. I think he really wants one, so you might want to take care of him. Yeah. Yeah. So.
Mrs. Grey Wolf makes blackberry cobbler in her cast iron skillet.
Oh man, I bet that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's got to be good.
That's what we make pizza cobbler in.
Yeah,
What we
I lied. She did make me a peach cobbler here a while
Then
back.
they got
peaches.
they got blackberries in Oregon. I've been picking them up there when we go up there. They're big as walnuts. Those things are huge walnuts up in Oregon, and they got so much water up there that just they grow everywhere. And like I said, they're big as walnuts, and you can make some pies like nobody's business up there. Dinky Crafts Jennifer, hello.
Too much.
Hello, Jennifer.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
So, Sam said he can't harvest any ginseng because there's too much harvested last year.
Wow. I didn't know
Is that, like, I don't know how to say it without getting in trouble with YouTube. Thing, or like, is it just, some more BS that's being put out there?
Jen, did I say how nice you looked in that shirt today?
Okay.
Subject.
So all the wood that you got from MT, do you have any?
Plans?
I mean, do you have any plans? Because I, if it was me, I had already been thinking about, ooh, I can make that out of that.
Yeah, no, it's what we have figured out as far as right now. The hot thing is charcuterie boards and cutting boards. The rolling pins are doing really good. So obviously I'm going to be cutting it all down and making.
Wait a minute, you've been making rolling pins, and you didn't take a rolling pin to Terry because I know she wanted one. I sent her one from Mexico, but
it was a short one.
But it was a short one. She wanted a short one, small one. So
I didn't realize she was wanting one, honestly.
We didn't know she wanted one.
But you know what? I'll make her one out of her tree. That way she'll have memories.
And
there you go.
When she was showing us your rolling pin, she was saying that she wanted a French style one, which kind of like is thick in the middle and then kind of gets thinner as it goes out to the edges.
Oh, okay.
Or French style.
I'll do a French style.
No,
So,
make her.
My problem is right now with the charcuterie boards and the cutting boards and stuff is for some reason all the wood that I have gotten so far is a really light colored wood. So I need to find some darker woods like some
Hey, Dave Collier.
black walnut and things like that to be able to make
To offset it.
to offset them with light colored woods. And I just haven't got any.
Yeah, but aren't rolling pins typically made out of like pine or something that's not that heavy?
We
Because I mean, those ladies are in there using that thing, and you don't want it to be that heavy.
the thing is though is you really got to watch the kind of wood, because if it's a real porous wood, it will actually suck up the
Moisture.
or it'll start molding. Your pin will actually start molding, or
Yeah, but wouldn't you treat those rolling pins the same way you would treat a cutting board, like some mineral oil or some
yes,
sort of?
there again, because they're so porous, it'll just suck that right in, and it won't hold anything else from getting in there. So you've got to watch the type of wood you use. You really want to use a hardwood. I've made some out of the sycamore that I've got that seem to be doing fine. But
I have one that's made out of cedar. Lila has one that's made out of cedar.
Lila has one that's made out of cedar. But with cedar, you have to make sure you get as much of the red as you can because it's the more
It's the harder part.
harder and more dense wood.
Charles, we do have some hickory. We don't have a lot, but we have some hickory.
Oh, who was that? Was that out and about? Said that? Oh no, Trish. Trish Keens. She lost her grandmother's rolling pin when her house burned down. I would love to replace it. What are you charging for them? I would ask Trish. Did she know what type of rolling pin it was? Was it oak, pine,
Yeah, no kidding.
hickory, maple, walnut?
Was it the old style rolling pin with handles on the ends, or was it the French style rolling pin, or
Yeah.
what was it?
There's so many different types of rolling pins out there. It's just and then some are made out of like a stone, like a granite. There's even granite ones, with the wooden handles on the end.
Right. It's her grandmother.
Race and fire, we seal it. I make a sealer out of beeswax and hickory mineral oil, and that's what we use to seal all of our cutting boards and stuff. And
Now you haven't ventured off into resin yet, have you?
No.
we
I
want
want to so bad, but that stuff is so expensive, and I'm so scared that I'm going, $200 on a gallon of resin,
Yeah.
and mess something up, and you're just out $200.
So, but you're showing a lot of when you do all your shows and stuff. You're showing doing a lot of wood. You may find somebody who may sponsor you. A resin company that might want to sponsor you.
One of these days.
we haven't tried that. We haven't reached out to any and asking about it. So maybe he needs to talk about that more on his channel. Hey, if anybody wants to send me some resin, I'll try to use it.
Right.
So are you? I know you said you're.
Trish said it was very old. She doesn't know what kind of wood it was.
Yeah, it's probably going to be oak or hickory or something. So, Jen, you said you hadn't finished your garden. So obviously, if you haven't finished your garden, you probably haven't finished all your planting. But have you done this year at all? Have you done much in the way of canning?
No, I
Water
haven't.
canning or pressure canning?
I haven't done any yet.
So Trish, was it this style?
That has old handles like this.
This is Jen's. This is my very first one I made,
Yeah.
and this is the one I give Jen.
Um.
This is actually cedar with oak handles.
And see, I see it has a dent in it there. Is that from where she hit you in the head?
Yes, he was mad at me, and I just. He was complaining that dinner wasn't done fast enough, so I beat him.
Yeah.
Yes, Sam, I'm very interested in foraging. And I have a book that talks about a lot of different medicinal plants and edible plants and stuff like that. But it's not it's not specific to our area, so that makes it a little bit harder to find stuff. But people are gonna have to start learning what wild foods they can eat with the way prices on food are going.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy. Like, I don't want to get too far into it because, the crazy world of YouTube, but all of these, like, fires and plane crashes and stuff that have been happening at these, like, food processing places and all that, like, chicken sickness killing all the birds and whatever, that just means that's just going to make it harder for us to get. His cousin lives in Seminole, Oklahoma, and they said you can't even get chicken at their Walmart because they can't get it in stock. Which we don't shop at Walmart anyway, but
Thanks, Grace and Fire.
not unless we absolutely have to.
And Trish, if you get the opportunity, look on our About page, send Jen an email, and I'll see what I can do for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at least see if you can find a picture of one of what you like, and then send that in that email, so you can get an idea of what to make.
My wife says to me, "Go forage. She will forage."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come here, Abby. Can you grab her, Wiley?
She over here?
Yeah. Oh, if you pet right above her tail, she'll arch her back.
Oh boy, he's gotten big.
Look at how cute she is.
That's bigger than my dog.
Oh, no longer leg.
On this table.
That's bigger than Lola.
And they like to hop around and jump
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and
Oh, yeah.
run and. Now, when you're not feeding her, do you let her run around outside?
We take her
We
outside.
take her outside regularly
She-
just to run around.
She follows Emily everywhere.
She's like, yeah, Emily says it's her new kid because she's right on Emily's heels everywhere she goes.
I don't know yet. We thought about doing a video entitling it "My 13-year-old Has a Kid."
Oh, that's a good title.
That little goat thinks she's a human.
Hi, Paul.
If you keep her inside much longer, the kids are going to have to teach you how to use the toilet potty training.
Yeah. She already doesn't know she's a goat.
Oh man.
I took her outside and I take her out for a little while each day and like put her in with the other goats, but I stand there and watch because she doesn't have anybody to protect her. And so one of our other mama goats was mean to her today, but she was out there. She just starts freaking out. She doesn't know what to think. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because y'all aren't hopping around like regular goats. That's why. Well, maybe the kids might be.
Yeah. And Sam, you're right about the whole formula thing. That's crazy. You know, like I understand there might be situations where a mom can't breastfeed. But I mean our bodies are designed to do that. And so it's just sad that it's such an uncommon thing in this day and age. And we're going through this shortage when it could have really been prevented by more moms being encouraged to do what's natural. So
I can tell you now, whenever we was kids, see, I don't know where that come from actually, but Dave Collier is talking about it, and I know whenever we was kids, Grandma had to give us goat milk. That's, if there wasn't if Mom wasn't around, we drank goat milk.
Yeah, well, I've been hearing there's a lot of shortages on this Infamil or some other baby formulas and stuff, and
Right.
people have been talking about using goat milk in its place. They say it's better for the children. I don't know.
yeah.
I've even seen pictures here lately on Facebook, but old pictures showing, a lady putting their baby under a goat to let it suckle off, on a goat,
I don't know about going that far.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'd be going that far.
Like birth
Yeah.
certificates or whatever. Or I guess
Wally, I don't know if you know this, but you can actually shoot that milk out and put it in a bottle.
I've been doing it wrong all this time.
If you do that, please don't video it. You might get banned from YouTube.
Yeah.
when he clicked on it to be monetized, he'd have to check the this thing
Yeah.
content or something.
Yeah. Boy.
Hey Rochelle, how are you? You're right, Sam. He gave women mammary glands for a reason. And I mean, formula hasn't been around for that long in the
It
scope
hasn't.
of time.
It hasn't. I mean,
And then Skip said they didn't use baby wipes either. They used wash rags.
and in biblical times, that's what they had. They had goats, right? And they used goats for a lot of things, not just to eat, but they
Yeah.
used it for the milk and cheese and whatever. But and I imagine they cooked the goat whenever it was time for it to be used for for food. But yeah, there wasn't.
Baby wipes weren't around 30 years ago.
Well, not only that, I get tired of hearing some of these nowadays. They're like, "Oh, we don't have any money to buy any diapers with. We don't. Our baby don't have any diapers. Take a freaking rag and wrap it. That's what we had. I don't.
That's what I had to wear.
Safety
Yeah,
pins and rag, and then you wash it in the
Exactly. And that's not, you wash it. Learn how to use a washer and dryer, and you don't need money to go freaking $30 for a pack of, a 15 or 20 diapers.
Here's the way I look at it.
Way.
If a rag was good enough for Jesus, it's good enough for me.
Amen.
Because Jesus didn't have Pampers.
Oh, right.
I used wash diapers with Emily. I even got a sewing machine and made them.
Wow. Yeah, that's what we used. They didn't have the disposable or whatever you call now Pampers. They didn't have them when I was a kid. So they used
them whenever
and they had to wash them or send them out to a washing place to do it. But mom and dad, that's all they used on us.
Yeah.
And that white powder.
Yeah.
It went everywhere, right?
Baby powder. Yeah.
Baby powder, Johnson and Johnson. It was like, yeah.
And it make you smell good.
Yeah, they're not sponsoring this live, okay? So
exactly right. Yeah.
But
very
yeah.
true.
But yeah, I guess that society's gotten so used to convenience, right? And when they don't have Infamil or Pampers or whatever, it's like, what do we do? What do we do? Well, you do what you have to. Really, you do what you have to.
Yeah.
And if you have to use a tea towel, use a tea towel.
People got with it for hundreds of years. So
look at how creative people got with that TP crisis of 2020 or whatever it was.
Hey, look what happened during the pandemic. I will say the other word, but pandemic, right? They said we had to have masks. Well, people started making masks.
Yeah.
right.
Because they ran out. You couldn't go to Walgreens or any place and find any. So okay, well let's make some.
Yep. Whenever that all first started going down, just 90% of my shirts I cut the sleeves out of, and I told Jen, I said, we're going to have to start saving these sleeves because with no toilet paper, we're going to have something, and this is anything else.
Well,
yeah.
There's always a water hose there.
Yeah, right.
Wiley.
I have to hose the kids down sometimes, not because they're using the bathroom anymore though. Now it's because they go outside and roll around in the mud, and I'm like, I spray them off before they come inside.
So we took Connor with us yesterday to the house remodel, and like I said, we'd sanded all that ceiling with, so that powder was all over the floor. And right before we left, he decides to lay down in the middle of the room and do a snow angel in the middle of that.
That's very creative of him.
Yeah.
Look, Mom, and his back was completely white, I bet.
Yeah.
Hi, LaDawn.
Let's get an hour. I don't know if Jesse and Lisa was planning on staying around longer or not.
Yeah. Those masks that you buy?
We're here for as long as you need us.
Masks that you buy for when you're working in a house where it filters out all the powder? Yeah, it works. But it only works if it's like right next to your mouth. So I had to like press that thing right up against my mouth so I could breathe. Because I could only breathe fresh oxygen when it went out that hole, when the air went out that hole. And then you couldn't get anything back in. So you would just have to breathe air in from the mask, and then spit it out that hole. He can tell you a story for 8 days and never get to the point. Mom, I've never told a story for 8 days. Bye, Dave. You can't stay on track for that long. Anywho,
That's okay.
yeah. Sometimes his stories are fun to listen to, and sometimes after a few minutes he starts sounding like wah, 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 like the Charlie Brown teacher or whatever.
The Charlie Brown.
Yeah, like that. How do you think Soggy Bottom Boys got their name?
That's right. That's an excellent analogy. Who said that? Was that Paul?
Sam.
Oh, Sam.
Yep.
That's a good Soggy Bottom Boys.
Before everybody gets out of here for the night, we just want to remind everybody we have a 1 week left of our fundraiser for our Harvest Right freeze dryer. We are lacking $634.17 to have it paid for in full. They did go ahead and put us on the shipping list already, so because we anticipate having it paid off before it ships, and if not, then they're just gonna have to hold on to it till we get it paid for. But we're selling raffle tickets for $5 a piece. $20 gets you 5 tickets. $50 or more tickets are $2 a piece, and it's going to a really good cause because we're using the freeze-dried food to feed the homeless and the elderly and the veterans and everybody in our community that suffers from food insecurity. And you can find a link to that on the last video we did, which was about the cedar chest that we're raffling off. So I just wanted to make sure everybody knew about that.
Is your PayPal still working, or did you change it?
It should be working.
I know we've gotten a few donations the last couple of days on it, so
Yes.
it should be working.
Yeah, and we could. So I messed up. Last time you had the drawing, I bought the tickets early. I'm not doing that again. I didn't win. So I'm gonna wait till the last minute, and I'm gonna put my tickets on top. See?
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't work for me, but we'll see. No, if you guys get a chance, you guys go out and check out our latest video. One dropped this morning at 5:00. It's on a little item we found at the thrift store to help us make tomato sauce.
We
I
watched
saw that, yes.
Yep, we
Yes.
seen that today.
Yeah, I thought that was a really nifty little item. So, well, let's show everybody. Maybe somebody will want one.
Yeah, that looked like a lot of work for tomato sauce. Did you do anything with
No.
the extra?
No, the machine makes it easy. It's a lot of work if you don't have the machine.
Yeah.
It seems like it produced a lot of. I mean, I guess it's not waste because, of course, it's going to be crushed tomatoes or
the
whatever.
the peels and the.
No, the skin and the seeds. I put it through like 4 times to get as much juice and pulp as I could.
Mhm.
So then I took the skin and the seeds and I spread it out on my dehydrator. And I dehydrated it, and then I put it in a blender and made tomato powder out of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So nothing went to waste. Nothing went to waste. The only thing that went to waste is the core. You know how you cut the little core off a tomato?
Yeah.
That's the only thing that went to waste. And that can go in your compost pile. But all the other stuff, the skins, we dehydrated,
Seeds, yeah.
and she's got tomato powder now that she can add in soups or
wow.
stews. Yeah.
Which I mean, I didn't think it would be waste anyway, because of course that could have went to more of like the crushed tomato, you know, like they put in a stew or something. The
Correct.
crushed tomatoes and stuff like that. But it seemed to be what part I got to watch the most of anyway. It seemed to me like there was a lot coming out.
Yeah, and that was all the
Yeah.
juice and the pulp.
Yeah, the juice and the pulp.
Yeah. And then, like I said, she ran that the meat, if you will. She ran the meat through at least 3 or 4 times.
So it has a strainer at the bottom, so it has all these little holes, and the paddle squeezes the tomato against it, and that's what pushes the pulp out, and then it pushes the skin over to the
And
other
the seeds,
side.
yeah.
And the seeds.
Oh,
Oh, nice. Okay.
that was pretty neat.
That's what you hear clicking in there, is that white thing going round and round.
We just wanted to show what it was and how and what it did, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I need to do a video on how you take it apart, how do you put it together, and how it works. But you know, we got it at a real cheap price at the DAV, you know, and they're on Amazon for like $30 or $40.
Wow.
And we got it for like $9, and then they gave me a veterans discount, so I got it for like $7 something.
Wow.
Sweet. Sweet.
So
And now he can get a senior discount too.
another 15% because I'm 60.
So
Wow.
will they actually have you tried it yet? Have you actually gotten a deeper discount because you are a senior and a veteran?
Yes.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
So it's 30% instead of 15.
Instead of 15, I get 30.
Wow, no
That's
kidding.
awesome.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I figured it would be like one of those coupon things. You know, you can only use one coupon at a time. You can't use two on
Pick
the same
one.
thing, you know.
No, it's on the whole order. So when we find stuff at the DAV, we'll put it all in as one order, and then they give you a discount off the total item, total order. And it's really nice. We find some good stuff, and
Well,
fact,
my canner,
her canner is a
Miromatic canner,
Miromatic. It's one of them old ones.
1972.
And we were looking for it on eBay, and it was selling between $250 and $350 on eBay, and we got it for $34.
Wow.
Yeah.
So check your thrift stores. The thrift stores have stuff like that. We found canning jars there. It's still in the case. Estate sales is another good place to find stuff like that.
Yeah,
Facebook
you
Marketplace.
just have to be at the right time in the right place.
Yeah, but that canner is a jewel, and it came with the weighted, the little weight that goes on top. And
I bought one at the old chicken farm sale last year.
Which we plan to go to next year. We're gonna make that one.
It was like $40 I bought last year, but it's the same kind of canner.
I just got up and looked. It is
She
a
just went on there and
Miromatic
looked at
too. Yeah, and it
Is
has
it?
weight that jiggles on the top of it.
And you can set it to whatever weight, whatever different weight goes different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Those things work, and once you get it set the right temperature, once she gets it just barely does the little jiggle. When she first did it,
It was like, yeah. When I first did it, I was standing at the other side of the kitchen because I was afraid it was going to blow up. I didn't know what it was going to do. So it was.
but she had to get
it
the
was
temperature
funny.
just right. And now it just barely jiggles every now and then.
So this year, this is what our prize was, or our find was. It's a 1945 canner or can opener. So you
Oh
can
yeah,
just,
you mentioned that. I saw
Wow.
you mention that during your Wednesday feed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, you lock it,
1945.
turn it to open the can. 1945.
That's the people.
Wow.
They said it was a military commercial grade can opener. It's
Where'd
awesome.
where'd you find it at?
At that old chicken farm sale.
Oh, okay, one of the booths there. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We also got a thing that also clips on the counter, and it's a old, I don't know, cast metal salad shooter type thing.
Yeah.
I mean, but it slices and it grates and it there's something else that has with it that I can't.
I don't know where the fittings all are for it, but they're the different fittings. You got a slicer and a shredder and
Right. That's a mill, a grill, a grinder.
yeah.
The story. Right. The story that I liked about what you talked about here a couple of lives ago, or maybe it was during one of your videos. No, it was a couple of lives ago, where you talked about all the stainless steel you found. The stainless steel tables. That was a steal there.
You really need to do a video on that because it's hard to explain.
Yeah,
But
you just can't. No, you just because I had a friend who had a restaurant, so I know how much those things cost.
yeah,
And
for
we
you
kept looking
For you
around.
to find what you found at the price that you got it. Oh my
Right.
goodness.
That's
that
why
was
Margaret
amazing.
gets the best.
We've been looking for quite some time to try to find something like that to help us whenever we're butchering and stuff here at the house, So, I'll find one piece of a stainless steel table about the size of our kitchen table here. They're asking $300 to $400 for one of them, and I mean I give that, or we traded, I guess, that amount for 10 times that much. I mean, we got the triple sink, we got
A single sink with the big
the
sprayer
single
thing.
sink with the big sprayer, the big
Right.
huge sprayer.
The industrial size.
It's probably worth what I give for the whole everything,
Right.
So it's
Yes, you can make yourself a really nice outdoor kitchen with that stuff.
Oh yes.
And you can front it with brick, or you can front it with whatever, and all you'll see is just the top.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
So
We want to do a screened-in porch kind of This is
Yeah,
not-
well, I mean, but you'll be doing a lot of cooking there and the processing of chickens, goats, whatever, deer. If you go deer hunting, so it's perfect.
Yeah, we go deer hunting, but we ain't got anything yet.
Yeah.
That ain't done us any good yet.
But someone did tell us the other day, I can't remember who it was, but they said we need to reach out to the game warden. And when someone hits a deer or gets caught hunting illegally, they donate that meat. And
Yeah.
so
We
donate
turkey
it.
too.
So Byron over at the 12 Stone says spiralizer.
Oh, that little machine.
I think that's what he's talking about. It's called a spiralizer.
Brenda said that her grandma got burnt when she was 12 from canning, and she swore she'd never can anything.
Didn't let the steam out of it.
Hey, Mama V, how's it going?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, Brenda asked if we're ready for the rain this week. Chance of rain for 7 days.
Oh yeah, I know.
Well, we don't have to
You better
worry
build up that dam.
Yeah, but you just wash it away again.
If you don't, it's going to be damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn the luck.
Yeah, damn the luck.
We will probably just be working on the house that we're working on, or work in the shop building that truck. I don't even know.
Another thing is this house job that we got, this remodel job we got. It's got a 12 by 40 building sitting behind it, and the guy told us if we could find a way to get it moved, it's ours. We can have it.
Wow.
Did you tell him Did you tell him you got connections?
I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the problem. Is I don't. I mean, I'm trying to find somebody that can move it for me.
We've reached out to a couple different companies, and they
It
have
won't fit. It won't fit on that trailer that you got.
It's 12 foot wide, so I'd have to permit, and without.
All you just got to do is get you an escort, right?
I would have to look into that, but I don't know. I don't know because I'm used to doing things commercially because I was a commercial truck driver all my life.
Right.
I don't know how that affects individual. You know, I don't know what rules you have to follow, and you get what I'm saying.
It may be cheaper just to hire a moving company because they have all that and just have them move it.
Our tractor wouldn't be tough enough to lift it. I mean, even on one end,
To get it unloaded, yeah, I don't
to
know.
load it or unload it. And our trailer's kind of tall, so we don't really have a way to. One of those guys we call to move our house.
Hey, Mama B.
Hi, Mama B.
I said hi to Mama V already.
Yeah, I know.
Well, how about those guys we called to give our house twice
Yeah.
from up there to down here?
Why you can't read? Can you? Can you see your glasses cleaned?
Mine.
Yeah, because she says hello to Jesse and Lisa. I didn't see anything where it said Wiley in there.
Hey, Jen and Wiley, right up there.
You know I got to pick on you, Wiley.
So
Yeah.
we have.
Oh, but where I was going with that story was we used that little tool and she made 6 or 7 jars of tomato sauce.
How many pounds of tomatoes did you use?
Pounds.
Good question.
You don't remember.
Probably.
Well, the box I got was 25 pounds, but I don't. I want to say between 12 and 16 pounds, maybe.
Or around half of what you had.
Yeah.
An hour, I'm gonna try and go to bed so I can stay away from that early.
But yeah, if you haven't checked out that video, we put it out this morning, so go check it out. It's a really nice tool for the price. Even if you paid the regular price, if you do a lot of canning, you know, the regular price is $34, I think it was, $35. I mean, and you do a lot of canning of tomato, or it even works for applesauce. If you want to make applesauce, the thing works good
Yeah, I
for.
think
Lisa's going to try that next.
no, they were Roma tomatoes because Roma tomatoes have a lot more meat,
Right.
and so they're better for like the tomato sauce and
Right.
salsa.
How many?
Hey, Lanny.
Hey, Lanny, how you doing?
We have a.
I just want to say thank you to Lanny. She's Laney. I think it's Laney. But I want to say thank you to her because she's always commenting on our videos. She always says nice things about us. in her live and other lives that she attends. So, just want to say thank you to her because she's very faithful
Yeah.
and very nice. So thank you, Lanny.
Charles
For
is
that.
asking where
Very
we got-
supportive of us. I know that.
Charles asking.
where we got the casino.
We got the Casino Pro we found it at the DAV, which is a disabled veterans thrift store. We support them a lot. I'm a veteran, but not because I'm a veteran alone. You know, we believe, like with Goodwill, that we spend the money there. There's people who are getting, some sort of,
People have jobs.
they have
there, yeah,
jobs
yeah.
and they're getting some sort of an income. You know,
I
and
But anyway, that's where we got
everybody
it.
likes to shop at the like the Walmarts and all the other big places, which is nothing wrong with that. But we also like to support the Goodwill and the thrift store folks too, because they need a job and they need to eat too. So
Right, absolutely. Hey, Ivy, are y'all ready to move yet? Y'all are coming this way next week, aren't you?
are you talking about us?
Ivy's family factotum. They are Anson. They are moving from
Oh,
the East Coast.
Factotum. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, DAV is a good store. Yeah.
and I think Troy at Bar Run Forge is gonna help them.
Oh, is that the one he was talking about moving, helping move? He's a veteran,
Yeah, I think so.
right?
Yep. We met them in Pryor.
Right.
They
Okay.
do. Anson does forging stuff.
Oh, so their goal date is July 2nd. They're going from Virginia
Oh,
on the
yeah.
East Coast. Did I do that right? Is it East Coast? Because if I go this way, it's West Coast, East Coast.
Troy is helping move their trailer. Nice. What?
Yeah, Skip, we do too. We frequent there as well because they have a lot of good deals there.
Yeah, we have two of them. One in Oklahoma City and one in Norman. Which are,
And you can find some really good deals there.
Yeah.
Because people donate. I mean, big stores even they donate stuff that's overstock or maybe they're changing, companies or whatever. But they get a lot of good stuff.
I know this one up here. I'm not sure about all of them, but I know this one up here. Say a construction company goes out building houses, and they have 4 windows left over out of this house build. They just take the windows over there and donate it to the restore. And,
Yep.
Matter of fact, our add-on we done back here last year. That's the 2 windows I put in it come from the restore. Yeah.
We have light fixtures from the restore, insulation.
Lots
We
of-
bought a lot of screws there because they're a lot cheaper than buying them at the hardware store.
Yeah.
The big cases of screws and nails were super cheap. I feel like we bought a lot more stuff there than
Oh,
that.
I know
but
we have.
yeah.
Well, I mean, any deal, and you guys are always doing projects or always finding bidding on jobs. So anything that you guys can get your hand on at a discount, it just helps you with the bottom line because you're trying to save as much as you can so that you can
Especially,
net more.
yeah, especially when it comes to tools and stuff because it's a labor plus materials or
Right.
whatever, plus labor. So they pay for all the materials and they just pay us for labor. But there are things that we've had to buy. We invested in a paint sprayer the last house we painted. That makes it go by so much faster. I mean, you can spray a room in 15 minutes.
Oh, not even 15. I can spray a room in 5 minutes with that thing. That paint sprayer is probably one of the best investments I've ever made.
Yeah, airless sprayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one too, and they're nice.
Yeah.
And then in this box right here is that sander for the ceiling. So anytime we ever have to do drywall again, we'll have an electric sander that'll just take it down in no time. So
Yeah.
having to, we spend a lot of the money that we make on investing in more tools, but I don't think you can ever have too many tools.
Until you do have too many and then you can.
Oh, never say never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never say never, Jen. You know how that backfires.
When we built our shop, we thought it'd be plenty big. Now we've already outgrown it, and it hasn't even been there for a year.
Yeah, because I remember. I think Jennifer said the first time they raffled off that chest, that cedar chest. I don't think we'll ever raffle off another one of these. And there you go.
Yeah.
The same one.
The same one.
The
So
same one.
never say never. You never know. That whoever wins it again may redonate it back again for you to raffle off.
Right, yeah.
Maybe.
You never know, right?
There are all kinds of things that you need for the freeze dryer, like extra oil, because you have to do an oil change on it every couple times you run a cycle.
And well, you know, we told you we want to get your first 100 bags. You just gotta let us know which bags you want.
Which ones?
Yeah, we don't even know yet.
Yeah, we don't even know yet. That's we're.
Don't forget.
Yeah.
What is that?
Harvest Right actually included an extra set of trays for us. So
That was an
that's
extra
really awesome.
$100 that we thought we was going to have to come up with that they included for free. So.
But they have like lids that make them stackable, so they don't. Otherwise, you have to lay them out like in your freezer, and it takes up a lot of space. But if you have those lids that stack it, then you can stack them on top of each other, and it saves a lot of space. Is that your
That's our baby.
Go to sleep. Your eyes are getting heavy. Going to sleep.
Hey, you're putting me to sleep here, Jesse.
Yeah.
He's spoiled rotten. This dog right here, we've had him for 12 years. I had him when I first got him. I could put him in the palm of my hand.
Oh.
Oh wow.
That's how big he was. I could rock him to sleep.
That's the same way with Lola, the little dog we have here. I got her whenever she was little bitty, and she's 9 years old now.
Yeah. And Toby's he suffers from separation anxiety. When we leave him, he gets all nervous.
We've both been home the last 2 years, you know.
Oh,
so
actually 3 almost.
yeah, almost 3. And
Yeah, because I worked from home during the pandemic, and then I recently retired, so he doesn't know us not being home.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I've had a couple dogs with separation anxiety, and man, they will tear your house up when you're gone.
no, he doesn't do that, but he knows when one of us is gone, something's not right. You know, he's pacing or he's looking around, and then when we leave him by himself during the day, he does good. He's old enough now where he just says, "I'm going to go take a nap," and he'll take a nap until we get back home
When he's at home in a
in a known environment.
not comfortable place,
But
but,
a known
yeah,
en- When he's in a known environment, when he's somewhere he's not, then he's a little bit.
he'll bark
Fancy.
and yeah.
But he's a good dog. He's a min pin, or he's mixed.
Mutt. He's a mixed mutt.
The same as mine. Mine's a Chihuahua and Pug mix. So
Okay, Pugwawa. He's a Pugwawa.
they call him a Chug.
A chug.
Chug. Okay. Yep. I think the next dog I'm gonna get is one that'll be like the one Rochelle has, a pug
Yeah.
with that old beat up face.
Yeah.
You know?
Lola's kind of got that, but not quite.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they look like they're full of energy.
They say the problem with pugs and like Boston Terriers and those kind of dogs is they have sinus issues because of that.
Right.
So I always try to stay away from the black nose because it's a lot of vet bills and stuff because
Oh, okay.
of this issue.
Yeah, we had a Cocker Spaniel, and they have their floppy ears, so they had ear issues all the time.
Yep. Mhm.
So we didn't want to go with another one of those. And they're like family. I don't know if you guys have had dog for that many years, but this guy's just like one of our own children, you know.
Mm-hmm. That's how Lola is. She's the only pet we have.
Yeah.
We have lots of animals, but she's the only pet.
She likes to hold my bed all night.
They're as good as the wife, but better because they don't talk back.
Yeah, right. I don't think Lisa was even paying attention there.
It's all Miley's fault.
I'm sorry. I got a message from my mom. She's
Yeah, see, you lucked out, Jesse.
Um,
my mom's had prayers for my mom. She's getting she just found out today, but she's getting a pacemaker put in tomorrow.
prayers for mom, y'all.
Yeah.
Brenda said,
It's a
Common.
outpatient.
And,
So
it's common. It's a common.
yeah,
They-
she shouldn't have any complications or anything. So
that's good.
It's not going in for a root canal. And
well,
they do
yeah,
it every
the
day.
one that talks about medical stuff when he's like, oh,
Brenda said that your dog looks like a dog her dad had the day after her dad passed away. The dog did too.
oh,
Oh,
Their dog
They really can be best friends.
Their dog.
yeah, he's a good boy.
Mm. Pugs also have hip problems and vision problems.
We agree, Brenda.
Anson's new dog, Ivy's new dog,
Thank
has
you, Virginia.
its own Instagram.
Yeah.
So, what's your next video going to be? When's it going to come out?
Oh, we don't even know.
You talking to us?
Yeah. No, I'm talking. No, I'm talking to the screen over here. I'm talking to you.
On
Well,
Altru-
you got the Wiley channel, and then you got the Jen and altruistic. I don't really think that altruistic. I'm talking about wherever you're going to put out a video.
yeah,
Well, that's like we have no idea.
if it's on the altruistic channel, it's probably going to be something about all the animals we've had this spring, the babies. We have a couple hens that have gone broody, and so we have baby chicks walking around the yard. We have a baby turkey and a baby guinea that we hatched out. And we have baby bunnies. We have baby goats. We have baby pigs. That's it, right?
Yeah.
You said you mentioned in one of your videos that you have a problem finding the eggs that your chickens lay,
Because all of our animals are free range,
right?
so you never know. I mean, the ducks, of course. I don't know if you've ever dealt with ducks or not.
No.
The ducks will just be walking across the front yard and lay an egg and keep walking.
Yeah.
It's like you never know where you're going to see a duck egg laying.
It's
around.
like he's like taking a dump.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty much.
right.
And then,
Yeah. But what I'm saying is you have to almost go out every day in order to know how fresh that egg is if you're going to go hunt for them, right? Because do you not have like nesting boxes or
well,
for the
we
chickens?
but they just kind of abandon them and just go wherever they want to now.
Which
Oh,
we had a I don't know, a coop or whatever you want to call it for our ducks. But I haven't seen them go in there in a long time. There's actually a chicken that has adopted it or, put a claim on it. And she was sitting in there on a nest of eggs and hatched out a couple. But our chicken coop last year when we were given a bunch of chickens, they were sick and we didn't know it. And so being the newbies we were, we just let the chickens out with the rest of our chickens and we lost like 2/3 of our flock because they got sick. And so we had to kick them all out of their run, which has nesting boxes and all of that in it. And we had to kick them out of there because that sickness takes a year or more to die off. And so
Really?
it's kind of like they roost wherever. I'm like, well, we'd lost so many of them that finally, once we started treating them, we had to catch every single one. We try not to use antibiotics and that kind of stuff, but we had to catch every single one. And I bet we had about 120 birds at that point. We had to catch every single one and treat them with a shot of antibiotics and ivermectin because they had mites too.
right.
And put some stuff in their water. And so we were doing this a couple times a week, catching every single bird. And we had to kick them out of their little thing once we started treating them so that they didn't get reinfected.
Now, do you have eggs? I mean, ducks for the eggs alone, or do you do them? Are you having ducks for freezer camp?
Both.
Both.
Both. Okay.
Yeah, and Lily, Hunter, they'll be be outside playing and they'll stumble across a nest and they'll come in with a shirt like this, completely rounded over full of eggs, and be like, "Here, Mom, I just found a new nest." You know. So then we have to take them in there and
We float test them.
do
and
the
we
float
candle them.
test and candle them,
Yeah,
see if they're any good or not.
right.
If not, then they go into the compost bin. Bye,
Yeah.
Jill Dinky Crafts. Thanks for coming.
And there's Creekside.
Yep. Hey, Creekside Maples, how are y'all? And Petty Jean River Homestead, hello. If y'all don't know our friends Jesse and Lisa at Lazy Days Ahead, please swing over and check them out.
Please do. They're pretty good people.
Yeah, they are.
We can vouch for them.
It's
And
a
then-
trap, guys. Don't do it. It's a trap.
Yeah. So, and we just had our 500 giveaway. It was a very good live success about a week or two ago.
I win.
Huh?
What
What did you win? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I don't know. Did he win anything? No, you have to enter to win. If you don't enter, you don't win. But our 1,000's going to be. You thought our 500 was good. Wait till you see what our 1,000's going to do.
Awesome.
Yeah, we got a ton of gifts already lined up, and if there's any channels out there that want to donate to that giveaway, let us know. Send us an email. It's on our about page.
We'll donate to Comfort Sad.
There you go. There you go. See, anybody else? Well, I hear anything. Yeah. So when we get to that 1,000, we're gonna have a really mega win.
It'll be for us.
It'd be probably a 4-hour. Might be a 4-hour live because we got a ton of stuff already, and there'll be some more vanilla, which
Oh yes.
everybody
Yeah.
seems to want. So, but yeah, check us out or check them out. I'm sorry, check out Lazy Days. They're pretty good folks.
Yeah.
Not even wearing their shirt. See that?
Yeah. Look, we all have matching shirts.
How about that, huh? Y'all must know a guy.
He likes this one. She's like, this kind of looks like it's tie dye.
I'm wearing my
One of them is. Is it the black one?
Yeah.
It's black tie dye. Yeah.
Wow. I'm wearing my poor lazy people shirt. Lazy Days, get it? Poor lazy from Texas. No, it's supposed to say Bland's Promised Land Ranch, but they made a P instead of an R.
They left off the
They
leg.
left off the leg on the R, so it's my poor lazy people shirt. So
Jensen said he's up to y'all for a while, but didn't have that bell rung. So now the bell is rung.
yep.
Hey, Skinner
Get
Farm.
that bill.
Good night, my granny's garden. Have a wonderful night.
Yep. Good seeing there. You gotta have good amount of people show up. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is good because
Yes.
lately it seems like
Oh, Josh from Skinner Farms. I saw he got some gifts in the mail here the other day.
so. This is our mail call. We got shirts from Jesse and Lisa.
Yeah.
They did today.
No, those weren't from Jesse and Lisa. Those were from Santa.
Oh, okay.
He couldn't find your address for whatever reason. He couldn't find your address, so he returned to sender. Went all the way back to the North Pole. Then he called me and said, "Hey, we need their address."
Oh, wow.
So I had to go find somebody in Oklahoma to go find your address, and then send it to you. That's why they're so late.
Great story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great story.
I was feeding it out the seats. I didn't even out the seats.
Okay.
In the truck. I look at my own
Yeah. It was on a dirt road.
What do you say? Hurt. I went into
But-
for the first time in a week. It's everything.
I hate to have to get off here, but it's gonna get
Yeah.
dark. We still gotta feed our animals, and then we gotta go to the neighbor's house and feed the neighbor's animals because they took a cruise to Mexico, and they left yesterday.
So we're
Well,
taking.
we want to thank you guys for allowing us to be on your live. Thank you for showcasing our channel and letting us be a part of it tonight. We really appreciate it.
Creekside Maples wants to know how the RV life is.
Well, you might have to rewind it because we had a little story at the beginning of this live to tell you about what happened on our trip that happened yesterday.
But we made it.
But we made it. It was a little. It was one of them where I don't know we're gonna make it, honey, but we did.
Wiley, you know how Simply Jan has the loose faucet character?
Yeah.
Wiley is thinking of having a redneck Willie.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to come up with a good one for that one.
It'll involve a pair of overalls and
And
probably.
you need to get a pair of those false teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, Wiley don't know this, but I'm gonna make something on his lathe. You just watch what I make.
Exactly.
I'm gonna turn this battery. See what I can make.
Oh, God.
Drink beers and be like, babe, hold my teeth. Watch this.
I found this drive shaft out of the junkyard. I'm gonna turn it. Well, wait a minute. It's already turned. What do I need to turn it for? I'll just polish it up.
Jan, we've made jokes about Loose Faucet trying to run off with Redneck Willie. So if we get together, we might have to make a video of that.
Loose
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Loose Faucet's my YouTube crush. I love her.
Yeah, she's hilarious.
Yeah, I can't wait to meet that woman in person.
Why did I never spotted you drinking water ever?
Because I'm allergic to water.
But water is
Wooden teeth. Yeah, Jan.
Okay. All right. We better get out there before the cows decide to like jump the
Yeah,
fence
yeah,
and go to the neighbor's house.
We've got a lot of animals to get taken care of.
Well,
Yeah.
like I said, thanks a lot
Yeah.
for letting us be part of your live tonight, and be looking for our ticket money, and
Next week.
hope we can at least have a chance at winning this time. Nobody else needs to buy tickets. I'm just going to send them what they need.
You had a chance to win it last time. It just didn't.
I know, but I think what wrecked it was y'all had a groove going, and then LG come in there and she bombed your live, and see that just threw everything into
Yeah.
into shambles. So I think it just put a mojo on me or something.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
He
Yeah.
should have came right off the ticket.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll check it so much next time.
Okay. No,
All right,
when you get my tickets, put them on top, and then just act like you're going to shake it. And then when you reach in there, hey,
Yeah, right. When you're talking about that, if you do win, everybody's gonna think it's a conspiracy.
Yeah,
I
it's gonna
know.
think
They're gonna
it's
think it's fixed.
no, please, I want you to ruffle that thing up good.
Just put my name on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our cows are gonna get hungry and jump the moon.
All right. Well, we're
Yeah.
going to let you guys go, and we'll see you guys down the road, probably either in your next video or next Wednesday. We'll go
Get
live.
out with us.
Yeah. See you
Yeah,
guys.
thanks for
Y'all
having us.
follow Jesse and Lisa at Lazy Days Ahead. Please go check out their channel. The link to their channel is in the description of this video.
Somebody dropped my link. I mean, somebody drop Lazy Days link, please.
I can't even tell if there's any mods in here. Brenda's
Brenda's a mom.
Yeah.
Brenda's a mod.
Sam was. Paul.
Yeah, I don't remember who else.
Yeah, I think Sam is, right?
Sam and Paul.
And Paul,
Yeah.
Possum Run.
Yeah.
You got quite a bit of
Show up blue, so I don't.
But they did. Brenda dropped it before.
okay.
I think.
No.
there.
All right, we're gonna
Okay.
head out. It's getting dark over here.
Thanks, Brenda.
Thank you, Brenda.
Thank you, Brenda.
So yeah, if you missed it, there's a link to their channel in the description of this video.
Yeah.
So please do us a favor and go check them out. When they get to 1,000 subscribers, they're gonna give away a whole bunch of stuff.
I'm gonna win all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be 1,000 sub giveaway like you won't believe. I can guarantee.
One of
Lots
these
of, and lots of vanilla.
3 want a wrench. It's a lot. Great responsibility comes with a wrench.
All right, guys, we got to get on.
We'll
Yeah.
see y'all.
Good
Love
night.
you guys.
All right. Love
Bye
you
bye.
guys.